Hello, and welcome to Words of Hope. Thank you for joining us once again in this space of faith, reflection, and comfort, where we seek to draw our hearts closer to God and remember that, even in the most difficult moments, we are never completely alone. Today, we want to speak to the heart that feels tired, wounded, or without strength, to the heart that has cried in silence, that has tried to move forward, but still carries a deep sadness within. Perhaps you have experienced a loss, a disappointment, a separation, or a season that changed your life. Maybe someone hurt you, a dream did not come true, or things did not turn out as you expected. And although time has passed, you still feel that a part of you remains trapped in that pain. Sadness is a human emotion. It does not mean that you lack faith, that you are weak, or that God has moved away from you. Even the strongest people need to cry. There are moments when the soul also becomes tired and needs to pause, breathe, and acknowledge everything it has endured. God does not ask you to pretend that you are fine when you are not. He knows your thoughts, your wounds, and the tears no one else has seen. He knows how many times you said you were fine because you did not want others to worry. He knows those nights when you tried to sleep while your mind continued remembering what had hurt you. You can come to God exactly as you are. You do not need to hide your sadness or find the perfect words. Sometimes, a prayer may be nothing more than a tear, a sigh, or a simple sentence. Lord, help me, because I cannot do this alone anymore. God does not always remove pain immediately, but He can walk beside you as you go through it. He can give you the strength to rise for one more day. He can hold you when you feel that everything is falling apart and place hope in your heart when you cannot find a reason to continue. Leaving sadness behind does not mean forgetting someone you loved, denying what happened, or pretending that nothing affected you. It means allowing the pain to stop controlling your life. It means accepting that there was a wound, while also believing that your story does not end there. Perhaps today you still cannot imagine a different life. Maybe you believe that you will never feel joy, excitement, or peace again. But remember that God can cause hope to be reborn, even in the places where you believed everything had ended. Just as the night does not last forever, sadness will not remain forever either. Even if you cannot see it today, the light still exists. Every new day is an opportunity to begin again, to take one small step, and to open your heart to the possibility that something good may still come. Do not demand that you heal quickly. Do not compare yourself to those who appear to have overcome their problems. Every heart has its own process. Some wounds need time, prayer, support, and patience. Allow yourself to rest. Speak with someone you trust. Seek help when you need it. God can also work through a word, a person, a conversation, or a hand that reaches out to support you. It is also important to learn to release what you can no longer change. You cannot return to the past, erase a decision, or force someone to behave differently. But you can decide what you will do with your present. You can continue living inside the wound, or you can slowly begin to build something new. You can remember with pain, or you can allow what you experienced to become a lesson. You can remain asking why it happened, or you can begin asking God what He wants to teach you and where He wants to guide you now. Perhaps some people left because their time in your life had come to an end. Maybe certain doors closed because God knew that the peace you needed was not behind them. Sometimes, what feels like a loss today may become a form of protection tomorrow. Not everything that ends means that you have failed. Some goodbyes make room for new seasons. Some disappointments teach you to care for your heart more wisely. Some wounds draw you closer to God and help you discover a strength you did not know you had. Today, we want to invite you to pray. Lord, today I come before you with a tired heart. You know my sadness, my wounds, and everything I still find difficult to leave behind. You know how many times I have tried to be strong. You know the tears I have cried and the questions for which I still have no answers. I ask you to enter my heart and help me heal. Take this pain that I can no longer carry and give me the peace I so deeply need. Help me accept what I cannot change. Give me wisdom to understand what I need to learn and strength to walk away from what continues to hurt me. Do not allow sadness to extinguish my hope. Remind me that my life still has purpose, that there are still paths to walk, people to meet, and blessings to receive. When I feel that I cannot continue, hold me. When loneliness overwhelms me, let me feel your presence. When the past returns to my mind, help me remember that my future is in your hands. Teach me to forgive, not because what happened was right, but because I do not want to remain a prisoner of pain. Help me also to forgive myself for the decisions I made when I did not know what to do. Little by little, restore my joy. Allow me to smile again without guilt, to enjoy life without fear, and to trust that I also deserve moments of peace. Today, I place my sadness in your hands. I trust that you can transform my wounds, renew my strength, and guide me toward a better season. Amen. Perhaps after this prayer, the sadness will not disappear completely, but something can begin to change when you decide not to face it alone. Whenever you feel that you have no strength left, return to God. Speak with Him. Give Him what weighs heavily on your heart, and remember that healing is also an act of faith. You do not need to have your entire life figured out today. You only need to take the next step. Perhaps that step is getting out of bed, opening a window, going for a walk, asking for help, forgiving, stopping yourself from searching for someone who has already chosen to leave, or beginning to treat yourself with greater compassion. Small steps also matter. Every day you choose to continue is a victory. Every time you decide not to give up, sadness loses a little of its power over you. Thank you for joining us in this reflection and prayer. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who also needs to remember that sadness does not last forever. Subscribe to Words of Hope and join us on this journey of faith, healing, and trust in God. And remember, you do not have to deny your sadness in order to move forward. You can acknowledge it, place it in God's hands, and allow hope to slowly return to its rightful place. God is not finished with you. There is still light, purpose, and new blessings waiting along your path.